those individuals that continue in the way, who are not changing by way of the heart, who speak forgiveness, yet they won't forgive. They have a form of godliness, but they deny the power thereof. And the power, is it not, in the salvation of man? The first thing we ought to be, the first thing we ought to practice always is unconditional forgiveness. Do you know that? Unconditional forgiveness of the heart, in truth. Not just to sit back steaming, saying, well, I'm going to give it another chance. Who are you to give something another chance? You ought to pray to the Father, He give you another chance. Who are we to make those statements? Folks, I'm just speaking real to you. Because those thoughts and ways are destructive. And if you knew the destruction and the despair and distress that will come upon all the lands of this earth, many would change their ways. But they will suddenly come without warning. Many will fall down slain. People will not understand what's happening. Suddenly it will take place. It's forming right before people's eyes. It will not go backward. It is too late for that now. The cracking has begun. It's like the flu. Before the symptoms of the flu, you've already had it 2 or 3 days. You just didn't know it because you didn't have the symptoms. All of a sudden, when you have the symptoms, you're trying to correct it with everything you know how to do. Too late. You've had it 2 or 3 days prior to the symptoms. So are things happening now. It's too late. And the symptoms are coming. But the trouble is even worse. And those who continue to play, the Lord has already deemed His end result upon them. He said during a specific time, those who trusted in their own resolve, He will say exactly that to those folks. When they call upon Him, He will not answer, but will say, go call upon the Lord you've made for yourself. Call upon them to save you. It was also written that the prophets will have no answer. Do you know that? No one's going to have an answer for what's happening. It was also written in another part, when calamities come. That's when Jeremiah said, Lord God, you have deceived us, saying that we will have peace. God clearly said He never said that. That's what the Antichrist spirit calls for, peace and safety. Not the Father. All those who believe in such things, Lord, help them. But I hope you understand that you are the temple of God. Hope you understand that's in 2 Corinthians. Hope you understand that you are the temple of God. And it does not, see, most people hear these messages and they tell someone, well, you have to be strong. Let me share this with you. And He said to me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Those are the words of Christ. Why would He say that? I'll tell you why. Because when you're weak, you stop trying those things you know, that the Lord may work through you. You see how that works? His strength is already perfect, but it's made perfect in weakness. Why? Because when we are weak, we don't try anything, and we don't resist the will of God anymore. That's why.